The West is saying no. Where does the money go next? Okay, so let's start with what is happening at home. Nigeria's central bank just set a hard deadline. By January 1st, 2027, every bit of payment data made in Nigeria, your bank app, your POS transaction, your mobile money transfer has to be stored inside Nigeria. And right now, more than 90% of that data sits on foreign servers. That changes now, whether tech companies like it or not. And in October, Nigeria opens a new national system. It will approve who is allowed to store that data. Cloud companies, data center owner, or AI companies. NITDA's Director General said it straight that the same rules will apply to Nigerian companies and the world's biggest tech giant. Certainty attracts investment, while confusion pushes it away. That's the local story. Now, here is why it matters more than it looks. Meanwhile, in the West, people are saying no. Over 500 cities and counties across the US have now banned or blocked a new data center completely. New York became the first state to pause them completely. In Salem, Oregon, residents brought an actual guillotine to a city council meeting over a planned $5.1 billion AI facility. The developers left with a police escort. This isn't just a small angry crowd. It's happening in over 40 states, and it's not only regular people anymore. This week, Texas Governor Greg Abbott stopped all new data centers from connecting to the power grid until officials check if the grid can even handle them. That is a governor, not a protester saying, put a pause. Why does that matter to us? Because AI money doesn't just vanish when a community says no. No, it goes looking for the next yes. Every time the West shut a door, the money finds another one. Right now, Africa is one of the doors still open. We are seeing the same pattern with computer chips. Apple is now testing the memory chip from China company CXMT for iPhone after the AI boom caused a worldwide chip shortage and US supplier couldn't keep up as fast enough. When the usual supplier runs dry, companies turn to whoever can deliver, politics or no politics. Which brings us to the real question. If the West is running out of room and companies are already turning east for supply, where does Africa fit in? Here is the honest answer. This isn't just an idea, it's already happening. Zambia signed a deal with Huawei this year to build a national AI data center. And if you remember, Huawei has been Africa's biggest tech partner for over 2 decades. Router, fiber cable, or mobile network. Now it's AI computing power. Money is leaving the West. Money is also coming from China. Both are looking for a new home. Africa is a good spot to take a share of both. But being a good spot is not the same as being ready for it. This is why it gets serious. Think about every complaint pushing Americans into the streets. Too much strain on the power grid, too much water use, and community getting nothing while an outside company eat up their power. Africa faces that exact same risk, but weaker rules to stop it. 600 million Africans still don't have stable electricity. If new data centers show up here with no rules to protect local people, share the power, and keep real watch, we won't get the opportunity. We will get the backlash instead, just 5 years later. Partnering with China comes with its own risk. Taking on too much debt and questions about who really controls the data. That data would move through systems built and paid by an outside partner. Sovereignty isn't just about where the servers sit, it's about who sets the rules. So what actually stops Africa from making the West mistake? 3 things. First, put power sharing into the deal before construction even starts at all, not after. If facility draw power from the grid, a fixed share of new power should go into the community around it, in writing, not as a favor. And second, make local job and local ownership part of the deal before it approved, the way Nigerian new system is starting to require. Not just security guard and cleaners, real ownership and real technical jobs. And the third, Make water and power use public before permits are handed out. That way, community can renegotiate with the full picture instead of finding out later after facility is already running. None of this is extreme. It is what New York and Texas are now scrambling to write into law after the fact. Africa's edge is that the deals aren't signed yet. The terms can still be set going in instead of fought for in the way out. If you work in fintech, banking, or anything that touches Nigeria payment data, moving that data to local server is not an optional anymore. It's coming fast. If you are watching this as an everyday citizen, the choice being made right now about who built here and on what terms we decide something big. Will this AI wave bring jobs and power access to Africans? Or will it just move the old extraction game from railway to routers? Who does this serve and what does Africa keep or lose? This is the stake. And if you find this interesting, click the follow and I will see you in the next one.